ChatGPT's new features, break reminders, and improved responses. In a groundbreaking development, OpenAI's ChatGPT is now set to remind users to take breaks during extended sessions. This change comes at a time when more and more individuals are dedicating significant amounts of time to generative AI assistance, with ChatGPT boasting nearly 700 million active users each week. In a recent blog post, OpenAI highlighted that the primary purpose of ChatGPT is to assist users in making progress, acquiring new knowledge, or solving problems rather than merely keeping their attention for as long as possible. Unlike many online platforms that gauge success by metrics such as user engagement time or click rates, ChatGPT adopts a unique perspective. It prioritizes whether users leave the platform after achieving their objectives. Additionally, OpenAI tracks how often users return, be it daily, weekly, or monthly, as an indicator of the service's perceived value. To enhance user experience and align with these goals, OpenAI has introduced several significant updates to ChatGPT. Enhanced distress detection. Although ChatGPT is designed to provide honest responses, the GPT-4o model has occasionally struggled to identify signs of emotional distress or delusion. OpenAI is actively working to improve the model's ability to recognize these indicators, allowing ChatGPT to respond in a more suitable manner. Break reminders. Effective immediately, ChatGPT will issue gentle prompts during lengthy user interactions, encouraging users to take necessary breaks. OpenAI is committed to refining the presentation of these reminders to ensure they are perceived as helpful and natural. Approach to personal questions. Users frequently pose deeply personal inquiries to ChatGPT, such as, "Should I end my relationship with my boyfriend?" In these instances, ChatGPT will refrain from providing definitive answers. Instead, it will guide users through their decision-making process by posing relevant questions and helping them weigh the advantages and disadvantages. This new approach to sensitive personal matters will be implemented soon. To develop these features, OpenAI has collaborated with specialists from various fields to enhance ChatGPT's responses in delicate situations. For instance, the team consulted over 90 medical professionals from more than 30 countries to improve the quality of responses to health-related questions. OpenAI has also stressed that this initiative is ongoing, with plans to share further updates as progress continues. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these reminders truly beneficial? Or could they disrupt the flow of users who are deeply engaged? What do you think? Are you in favor of these changes, or do you believe they might hinder the user experience? Share your thoughts in the comments. NASA's Europa Clipper radar test on Mars, unlocking secrets of icy moons. Imagine being able to uncover the secrets of a distant icy world, hidden beneath a thick crust of frozen ice. This is exactly what NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft is designed to do. And it just took a major step forward in its mission to explore Jupiter's moon, Europa. During a close flyby of Mars, the spacecraft tested its radar system, known as Reason, for the first time in space, and the results were nothing short of astonishing. But here's where it gets really interesting. The success of this test has significant implications for the search for life beyond Earth. The radar system, which is designed to peer beneath the surface of Europa, sent and received signals from the Martian surface, proving that it's ready to scan the moon's ice shell for signs of a hidden ocean. And this is the part that most people miss. The data gathered from this test will not only help scientists understand the composition of Europa's subsurface ocean, but also provide valuable insights into the moon's surface features and geology. But what makes this achievement even more remarkable is that it was made possible by a team of dedicated scientists and engineers who worked tirelessly to develop and test the Reason instrument. As Don Blankenship, principal investigator of the radar instrument at the University of Texas at Austin, put it, "We got everything out of the flyby that we dreamed." The goal of the test was to determine the radar's readiness for the Europa mission, and it worked flawlessly. Every part of the instrument proved itself to do exactly what the team intended. But how did they achieve this feat? The answer lies in the innovative design of the Reason instrument, which uses two pairs of slender antennas that jut out from the solar arrays, spanning a distance of about 58 feet. These arrays are huge, with a size comparable to a basketball court, and are designed to catch as much light as possible at Europa, which receives about 1/25 the sunlight as Earth. The instrument team conducted extensive testing prior to the spacecraft's launch, including outdoor tests on a plateau above the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California. However, once the actual flight hardware was built, it needed to be kept sterile and could only be tested in an enclosed area. This is where the Mars flyby came in. It provided the perfect opportunity to test the radar system in a real-world scenario. As the spacecraft flew past Mars, it used the planet's gravitational pull to reshape its trajectory and prepare for its journey to Europa. But that's not all. The flyby also presented a unique chance to calibrate the spacecraft's infrared camera and perform a dry run of the radar instrument over terrain that NASA scientists have been studying for decades. The results were nothing short of spectacular. The radar system operated exactly as planned, successfully transmitting and receiving signals from the area near Mars' equator without any issues. The team collected a staggering 60 gigabytes of data, which will help researchers investigate how material from Europa's subsurface ocean might rise through the ice and reach the surface. It will also allow scientists to study surface features like ridges and examine how they connect with structures detected below the ice. But here's the controversy. Some scientists argue that the search for life on Europa is a long shot, and that the moon's subsurface ocean may be too hostile to support life. Others claim that the potential rewards are too great to ignore, and that the discovery of life on Europa could be one of the most significant scientific breakthroughs of our time. So, what do you think? Is the search for life on Europa a worthwhile pursuit, or are we chasing a pipe dream? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The Europa Clipper mission is scheduled to arrive at Europa in the early 2030s, and will conduct nearly 50 flybys of the moon using a powerful suite of instruments to investigate its ice shell, subsurface ocean, composition, and surface geology. The mission has three core science objectives: to measure the thickness of Europa's ice shell and assess how it interacts with the ocean beneath, to analyze the moon's composition and search for organic materials, salts, and other key ingredients for life, and to characterize surface features and geology, helping scientists understand the moon's dynamic history. By conducting a detailed survey of Europa, the mission will help determine the habitability of this ocean world and expand our understanding of potentially life-supporting environments beyond Earth. The Europa Clipper mission is a nationwide collaboration led by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California and managed by Caltech for NASA. Key partners include the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory, which designed the spacecraft body, along with NASA's Goddard, Marshall, and Langley centers. The radar instrument, Reason, is led by the University of Texas at Austin, and the spacecraft was launched under the direction of NASA's Launch Services Program at Kennedy Space Center. Together, this team is laying the groundwork for one of the most exciting planetary science missions of the decade. So, stay tuned for more updates on the Europa Clipper mission and join the conversation in the comments below. What do you think is the most significant challenge facing the Europa Clipper mission, and how do you think it can be overcome? NASA's Europa Clipper tests radar at Mars. What it means for Jupiter's moon Europa. NASA's Europa Clipper radar instrument demonstrates its capabilities during Mars flyby, a bold step in space exploration. NASA's largest interplanetary probe has successfully tested its radar system during a flyby of Mars, yielding impressive results that promise exciting prospects for its upcoming mission to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. This achievement not only showcases the instrument's functionality, but also sets the stage for groundbreaking discoveries in the search for extraterrestrial life. In March, as the Europa Clipper passed by Mars, it executed a crucial radar test that could not have been performed on Earth. After analyzing the comprehensive data stream, mission scientists are thrilled to announce that the radar operated flawlessly, effectively bouncing and receiving signals from the Martian equatorial region. The radar instrument, known as REASON, Radar for Europa Assessment and Sounding, Ocean to Near Surface, is designed to penetrate Europa's icy crust, potentially revealing hidden pockets of water beneath. This capability may even allow scientists to detect the ocean that lies beneath the surface of Jupiter's fourth largest moon. Don Blankenship, the principal investigator of the radar instrument from the University of Texas at Austin, expressed his excitement. "We achieved everything we hoped for from the flyby. Our primary objective was to assess the radar's readiness for the Europa mission, and it performed exactly as we intended. Every component of the instrument validated its purpose. Understanding Europa's icy shell, the REASON radar will be instrumental in helping scientists comprehend how the icy surface of Europa interacts with the ocean beneath it, including how materials from the ocean might be transported to the moon's surface. Additionally, the instrument will facilitate the study of Europa's topography, such as its ridges, allowing researchers to explore the relationship between surface features and the subsurface images captured by REASON. Europa Clipper features a unique radar configuration for an interplanetary spacecraft. The REASON instrument employs two pairs of slender antennas that extend from the solar arrays, covering a span of approximately 58 feet, 17.6 meters. These solar arrays are massive, comparable in size to a basketball court, enabling them to capture as much sunlight as possible on Europa, which receives only about 1/25 of the sunlight that Earth does. Prior to the spacecraft's launch from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida on October 14, 2024, the instrument team conducted extensive testing. Engineers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, in Southern California even took their work outdoors, utilizing open-air towers on a plateau to stretch and test engineering models of the radar's high-frequency and compact very high-frequency antennas. However, once the actual flight hardware was constructed, it had to be kept sterile, necessitating testing in a controlled environment. Engineers utilized the expansive High Bay 1 Keen Room at JPL, where the spacecraft was assembled, to test the instrument piece by piece. To evaluate the echo, or the return of REASON signals, they would have required a chamber approximately 250 feet, 76 meters long, nearly 3/4 the length of a football field. Mars Flyby, a dual purpose. The primary aim of the Mars Flyby on March 1st, occurring less than 5 months post-launch, was to harness the planet's gravitational force to adjust the spacecraft's trajectory. However, this flyby also provided a valuable opportunity to calibrate the spacecraft's infrared camera and conduct a preliminary test of the radar instrument over terrain that NASA scientists have been studying for decades. As the Europa Clipper sped past the volcanic plains of Mars, ranging from 3,100 miles, 5,000 kilometers, down to 550 miles, 884 kilometers. Above the surface, REASON transmitted and received radio waves for about 40 minutes. In contrast, when it reaches Europa, the instrument will operate at altitudes as low as 16 miles, 25 kilometers, from the moon's surface. In total, engineers gathered an impressive 60 gigabytes of data from the instrument. Almost immediately, they recognized that REASON was functioning effectively. The flight team planned to download the complete dataset starting in mid-May, allowing scientists to delve into the information over the following months and share insights. Trina Ray, Europa Clipper's deputy science manager at JPL, noted, "The engineers were thrilled that their test was so successful. Everyone who contributed to making this test a reality, along with the scientists seeing the data for the first time, was ecstatic, exclaiming, 'Oh, look at this! Oh, look at that!' Now the science team is getting a head start on learning how to process the data and understand the instrument's performance in relation to models. They are honing their skills just as they will need to at Europa. A long journey ahead. The total distance that Europa Clipper will travel to reach the icy moon is approximately 1.8 billion miles, 2.9 billion kilometers, which includes one more gravity assist from Earth in 2026. Currently, the spacecraft is about 280 million miles, 450 million kilometers, away from Earth. Europa Clipper has 3 primary scientific objectives: to measure the thickness of the Moon's icy shell and its interactions with the underlying ocean, to analyze its composition, and to characterize its geological features. This detailed exploration of Europa will significantly enhance our understanding of the potential for habitable worlds beyond our planet. Managed by Caltech in Pasadena, California, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory leads the development of the Europa Clipper mission in collaboration with the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory in Laurel, Maryland, under NASA's Science Mission Directorate in Washington. APL designed the main spacecraft body in partnership with JPL, NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama, and Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. The Planetary Missions Program Office at NASA Marshall oversees the program management of the Europa Clipper mission, while NASA's Launch Services Program, based at NASA Kennedy, managed the launch service for the spacecraft. The Reason Radar investigation is spearheaded by the University of Texas at Austin. For more information about the Europa Clipper mission, visit science.nasa.gov/mission/Europa Clipper. Join the conversation. What are your thoughts on the potential for life on Europa? Do you believe that the icy moon holds the key to understanding habitable environments beyond Earth? Share your opinions in the comments below.